In this video, we're going to see basically what are operations. We're going to say input and output. We're going to see the different types of operations. Input, and then we're going to implement them practically in Jupyter Notebook. So first, let's know our agenda for today. Our agenda is that we have to know the different types. There are different types of operators. And then we have to know those operations, what to do with them, how do we use them. And then we are going to see what is input and output, and then we're going to practically experiment them. And now let's see what are the different types of operations. So different types of operations are arithmetic operation, assignment, comparison, and logical. So we have these are the four main types of operators. So the first one is arithmetic operator, assignment operator, comparison operator, logical operator. Let's see what are the basic arithmetic operations. So first one is addition. We use the most common thing, the operator that we use in Python. And then we have subtraction, we have division, we have multiplication, we have module O, we have square and floor division. And then it's the square. So can you guys tell me what you get when you multiply 3 into 3 into 3? So this is basically square. Suppose you think 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. So what 2 square is going to be? So 2 square means 2 into 2. So you guys might get doubt. Now you guys say what is 3 square? You guys cannot think it's 3 into 3. No, it's not going to be 3 into 3. 3 square is going to be 3 into 3 into 3. This is what going to be the 3 square. The number multiplied by the number itself. It is called as square. And now what's floor division? When you divide it 2 times, it's called as a floor division. It's similar to the division itself, but when you get the remainder, you see if you get 0, the floor division is going to be 0 itself. So this is called as floor division. Let's move forward. Now let's know the basic assignment operators. What is the meaning of assignment? You guys can take it as a test or something. But here what assignment means is equal to, or when you say plus is equal to, all these things. But when do you use plus is equal to? You say, suppose you think a is a variable. Let's just say 6. Let's just keep it as 6. You want to do a is equal to a plus 1. So that means a is equal to 6 plus 1. So when you want to do that, what are you guys going to do is you're going to say a is equal to a plus 1. No. But there's another shortcut. You can just use it as a is equal to plus 1. What is given over here? Plus is equal to, sorry. You're going to take it as a plus is equal to 1. You guys can take it like this. The same for the minus. Suppose you want to minus it with a itself. So you're going to say a minus is equal to 1. The same with division and same with multiplication. The same with the multiplication. Like this. So these are the basic assignment operations. Let's move forward. We have the comparison operators. You guys can see, you guys can know what a comparison operator means. They compare two things. When you say this ice cream plus, when you compare them, you say this is tastier like this. You say like this. We are going to say, okay, let's take it as marks. You're going to say marks of one person is greater than the marks of second person. So you're going to compare these two marks. You're going to compare this marks with this mark. So this is a comparison operator here. So when you say is equal to, or not equal to, or greater than, or lesser than, or greater than or equal to, or lesser than or equal to, these are all the comparison operators. You use them to compare something. Now let's come to the logical operators. You guys can know logical is just like thinking, brain stuffs and everything. But what logical here means, when you want to suppose take a for loop, no, let's just take it as an if condition. You're going to say if marks is equal to 60 then. Suppose you want to add an and, then what are you guys going to do? If you don't know what are logical operators, you guys can think that this is an error. You guys can think it's an error. So what is logical operator means? You add the and over here. So this and is the logical operator here. And this full sentence is going to be logical. That's why you're going to call it as logical operator. The same for the or and not equal to. When you're going to say that, let's just think like not same, not similar, something like that. But you can't just without any examples you can't use this one. So in logical operators we're just going to do these two things. We're going to just do and or, and or, both. Let's move forward and check the types. So yeah, there are 4 types. There are 4 type of operator. One is arithmetic operator, other one is logical operator. So yeah, we have 4 types of operator. So we have 4. So one is the logical operator. Second one is the comparison operator. Third one is the assignment operator. And the other one is the arithmetic operator. So we got to know what are the different types of operators. Basically, the main types of operators. Now let's come to know what are inputs and outputs. So basically you guys can just think that we give some input to them, others. We just give our input to mail and everything. So here in Python what input means, you're going to take the answer from. So it's you can just say like marks, input your marks into the column there. You're going to put, okay, you got out of out. Yes, this is called as the input. And what is the output? You're going to say, yes, you got out of out, so you're going to get this grade A. This is going to be the output. So this what means input and output. Input is basically what the user give to us. Output is basically what we give to the user. That's it. So yeah, now we know the basics of them. Let's implement it properly now. Let me just come to my Jupyter. First what we are going to do is we are going to implement the arithmetic operator, which is, can you guys tell me what is the arithmetic operator? First one is plus, minus, division, multiplication. So now let's implement it properly. So before implementing, let's revise what is arithmetic operator. First one is the plus, minus, division, multiplication, and other is the floor division, modulo, and we have another one. Division, multiplication, yeah, square. We have another thing called a square. So first let's do what's addition. Let's do that now. Let's do what's addition. So you guys first, before using it, let's just create few variables. I'm going to say A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 10. Now when we add these both, we'll have to get 20. So I'm going to say A plus B. You guys should see the output. When you say something like, you want to take the input, you take the input. A is equal to input of marks. Your marks, please. I'm going to give the space. And here what you'll do is, I'm going to say B is equal to 10. We'll just take it as a string. I'm going to say like, okay, let's just take it as 10. And now when we want to print out, we're going to say C. Okay, let's just say A plus B. Now let's run this. I'm going to just enter 10. You cannot do that. So what you have to do is, you're supposed to convert it to integer. How we're going to do that is going to say int over here, come out, put outer parentheses, inside that you're supposed to say input. Yes, your marks are going to be 20. When both strings are there, let's convert it to integer and input of. What if we don't convert it to an integer? Let's just say you want to add these both. You want to add 10. Let's make it into a string now. And this also, let's make it into a string. And now when we say A plus B, you're going to get 110. Yes. That's because both of them are string. So when we say like convert it to an integer, and we're going to put this inside. The same, let's do it over here. Yes. And now when we run this, you're gonna get 20 because you have converted it to an integer. Now let's see same with the subtraction. You put a plus b here. Let's just put a minus b. You're gonna get 0. Yes. And let's do the same with the division too. Yes. Here division is 1. You're right because 10 divided by 10 is gonna be 1. And now let's try a multiplication. Multiplication, you're not gonna put x. You're gonna put this star symbol. Let's run this. Yes, you're gonna get 100. And now suppose you wanna get the square of it. Get the square. You guys can see the square of 10 into 10. You're gonna multiply 10 times. So you're gonna get this answer. And next you have the modulo. You're gonna get the 0 because 10 divided by 10, you're gonna get the remainder as 0. I'm sorry. Modulo is basically the remainder that you get. Let's just take and I'll just show you guys. You're gonna say 10 divided by 10 and you're gonna get ones 10 0. This remainder is called as the modulo. And the division is going to be this one. When you divide, you're going to get this. Now let's try the square one. Out and let's, yes, 1. Because on the top you guys saw, because 1 divided by 1 is going to be 1. So that's what is going to give you the answer. How many ever times you divide it, you're going to get 1. So it divides 2 times, like 10 with 1, like that, something like that. So now we know the arithmetic operations and we have checked them up properly. So I know you guys can get to the confusion between modulo. So what you guys can do is you can just think that 10 divided by 10, the quotient is going to be the division's answer and the remainder you're going to get is going to be the modulo. This is going to be the modulo. So now let's continue with what is the next type of operator. Yes. And now it's going to be the assignment operator. Let's do it. So this you can see A is equal to, this is going to be an so now let's say that, let's think A is equal to, you can just do this also, A is equal to A plus 1. That is called as A. But no, rather than writing this whole thing, we're going to say A is equal to, A plus is equal to 1. When you do this, let's print out A. Yeah, you guys can see it's 11 because what you meant here was you're going to say A is equal to A plus 1. When you say minus, you're going to get it 10 because in that time we have initialized the variable as 11 and now minus 1 is going to be 10. Let's say divided by 10. And yeah, other things you can do, just do the same for multiplication too. Let me just show you. 10 because A is equal to A plus A multiplied by 1. So that's 10. That's going to be 10. So now we know what our assignment operator. Let's come to the comparison operators. Let's just say A, if, let's create a if condition and let's say A is smaller than B. Let's say A is smaller than or equal to B. Then let's print out, just say hi. Let's run this. We're going to say hi because A is equal to this, A is equal to B. And now let's say that this. It's still going to print I because A is also equal to B. Now let's just increase this. And let's make this as like this. Now it's not going to print. Okay. B is not greater or equal to. Okay, I think I have to run this. Then it's going to work. Yes, it's not going to print high. These are the comparison operators. Now let's come to the logical operators. So let's do the same if condition. Yes, and here we're gonna say if it's like this. Okay, sorry. Or A is greater or equal to B, then you're gonna print out. It's gonna print out high because A is greater than B. Now let's say and it's not gonna print anything because we're gonna say A or this. This is an optional one, but this one we're gonna say both is true. Then only I'm gonna leave you guys to print. So let's come here and make this as 10, and then it's gonna print. It's gonna print high because A is equal to B and A is equal to B. Here both of the conditions are satisfied. So then we're gonna print high. So these are the logical and all operators. Now let's see how to get the input. So this is called as the output over here. Let's see how to get the input. We're gonna say A is equal to input. We're gonna supposed to write input, and we're gonna say enter your name. And here let's just say, let's just call this up first. Yes, it's gonna say enter your name, and then I'm gonna say Likita. Okay, some name. And I'm gonna say that let's just print hi plus the name. Okay, I have named this as A. So I'm gonna put A variable here. I'm gonna write my name. Yes, it's gonna say hi Likita. Let's rerun this. I'm just gonna give my name. It's gonna say hi Likita because we have given the input and we have said hi put I plus the variable A, the name. So yeah, now we know what's input, we know what's output, we know the different types of operators. That's great.